Hey, before we get started, I just want to address something that's been going on lately. Last couple of videos have been rather frustrated with the game, mounting frustration over not being able to successfully draft the Mechanarium with 8 mechanical rooms. In this upcoming video, we'll get through days 106, 107. We'll get to day 108. I'll make that attempt again. I'll encounter frustration again. That frustration will mount again. And towards the end of day 108, I start using some bad language. It doesn't really get more severe than that, I don't think. It doesn't last all that long, but it is a language warning for, like, if you're watching this with kids, just hands over the ears at the end of day 108. But I also want to let you know, if you can get through day 108, which is the last day in this video, then I've already played day 109. I just haven't edited it yet. Much cooler heads prevail on day 109. So if you can get through day 108, it won't be as tense, and I won't be as frustrated or as angry and everything in day 109. It may be and if you want to skip this video entirely, you won't be missing anything, and skip right to the next, installment starting with day 109. I won't blame you, because it's a much calmer, more collected, cooler heads prevail kind of approach to the game, which may be more enjoyable to watch than seeing me lose my cool at the end of day 108. So just content warning, that's it. And now let's get on with it. Hello. Okay, we're going to get going on day 106 of Blueprints. If you've been following up to this point, we're pretty much stuck on one main objective, we have a few objectives, but one main objective that we think we can actually work towards. Trying to get the last of the 8 Sanctum keys, in the hopes that doing so will unlock something, like maybe unlock the symbols on the fireplace in room 46 that will give us a new puzzle to solve, say to open, or something like that. We need to find some way behind the blue door in the tunnel alcove, but we don't yet have a clue how to go about getting past that door. So my hope is that, let's pick up our allowance, which is 126 now. We have 2 keys because we ended day 105 with a clock tower and 2 tomorrow rooms. All right, let's go pick our outbuilding for the day. But I don't have any clear clue how to get past the big blue door in the tunnel alcove, which is like the 10th layer of security for whatever's back there. There might even be more past that big blue door, layers of security past that big blue door. Won't know yet. But the only thing I kind of have to work on is if I can get that last Sanctum key, and my clue for that is it's behind the last door of 8. So I'm trying to figure that out. But meanwhile, I also need to get my stars up. I forgot to show you, but I have Blessing of the Tinkerer right now, which means that when I'm doing a lab experiment, every time I draft a mechanical room, it will also additionally trigger the lab experiment an additional time. And we're going to try to use those lab experiments to try to gain +1 star, if that's the option of the reward for the lab experiment. Because we want to get our stars back up so that we can have a day where we can get the inkwell from the observatory and spend the stars on rerolls. Because we don't know how to get mass amounts of rerolls otherwise, other than maybe getting mass amounts of gems, and then with mass amounts of gems, getting the study, and the study will let us use gems for rerolls up to 8 times. But today, I could start with the tomb, which will give me 2 reroll die and 5 coin. And it will accumulate coin as I draft dead in rooms. That's less important to me right now because I have 125 coin. Or I could do the root cellar, which is going to make, give me dig spots and make dig spots more common throughout the house. And if digging up trash is a trigger for the experiment, then that can be helpful. Schoolhouse we don't need at all because we did the final exam on the classroom final exam, so we don't really want schoolhouse because we don't want 8 classrooms added to today's draft pool. So it's really a choice between the tomb and the root cellar. And there's pros and cons to both, right? Well, there's pros to both, I should say. There's not really cons, but there's pros to both. We don't know if the experiment trigger is going to be, well, also having more dig spots means more opportunity to find keys, right? And that has been crucial lately, finding keys. I'll do the root cellar and hope that I get a shovel. So yeah, I have Blessing of the Tinkerer. I don't have any starting items. So we go here. There's no starting shovel or anything here, but there's plenty of dig spots. Okay. So now let's go, and we will probably want to, like, if we can get a showroom, we'll buy an emerald bracelet and a master key if we can, right? If we can get a commissary, hopefully it will sell us a shovel and a sledgehammer. Or we find something in a courtyard that we draft. Let's do corridor. We should go ahead and do the conservatory now. I realize it reduces us down to 1 gem, but we should use the conservatory when we can. So the kennel is standard right now. The attic is rare right now. We'll make the attic unusual. Boudoir, I'm going to make it commonplace because we really like the reroll die from the boudoir, and it gives us a gem, and it has no cost, so it's just a free gem and 2 reroll die for free. And it counts as a bedroom, so when we have like a sleeping mask, and it's a bedroom with 2 doorways, so we want that to be commonplace. I'm going to make the kennel unusual. There's not a whole lot of rooms with dig spots that start out being locked. See, each time you dig in a room, unlock all doors in that room. But the Great Hall doesn't have dig spots. So it really kind of applies to the cloister. The courtyard's always unlocked. So really, the kennel is really only benefiting like the cloister, right? Or another green room when we have a shovel, right? And a lot of green rooms are dead ends. So it's like the secret garden and the cloister and like one or 2 other green rooms could benefit from the kennel. But it does take up a spot in our draft pool for the day. So I'm going to make it unusual because I don't really generally need that benefit. We generally need to have keys anyway, or a master key or multiple keys anyway. So I don't think it's necessarily worthwhile having this, show up every day in place of something that we might need instead. The attic was rare. It gives 8 items. Do I want to leave it as rare, or do I want it to be come up more often than it has been coming up? Well, it's 3 gems to get there. You know what? I'm going to leave the attic as rare because, again, I need to leave space for other things to come up, especially on like rerolls. I don't want to spend rerolls trying to get past an attic when I need a mechanical room or something. So we've got unusual, rare, commonplace. So I changed this from unusual to common, or from standard to commonplace. And I've changed this one from standard to unusual. And I think that's fine. Okay. But we burned a gem making that choice. Okay. Let's do a den, get our gem back. Make sure it does not have a chest or a trunk or anything. No, it does not look like. I'm gonna come back over here for a moment. I don't want to waste the doorways on this and this for down here because it's a wait. I want these rooms later in the day. So I will go ahead and do the servant's spare quarters, even though it's only going to give me 1 key at the moment. It does have a dig spot. I don't have a shovel yet. Does not appear. Sometimes it has an extra item, like right over here. Doesn't appear to be the case today. Well, we'll be blocking off this doorway regardless of what we do. So I could have another key, but the walk-in closet, which costs a gem, might actually give me more items back. So we're going to do the walk-in closet. Okay, it's going to give me 2 gems, but it didn't. It's not giving me a key. It is giving me running shoes. I was hoping it would have a key, like maybe a gem and a key, but it was 2 gems. Yeah. All right. It is what it is, right? Okay. So then now we got to go this way. This is, we want keys, but we've got 3 keys. I don't need to select a particular room color right now. Well, I could select gold, but if I do that, that costs a gem, and then if I select gold, and the showroom, I think, is showroom's either 2 or 3 gems. But if I could buy an emerald bracelet, that might be worthwhile. But if the showroom costs 3 gems, and I don't remember, then we wouldn't be able to draft it, and that would be a shame. So let's hold off on the secret passage for the moment. Let's do the dining room because it gives me extra doorways. And we'll need to eat later today. Pretty sure. Let's go over here. We'll do the boudoir, get the 2 reroll die and gem. Reroll dice. Come over here and get a gem. Okay, and then I'm not gonna freeze. I'm not gonna do a freezer. Hallway would give me a key. I don't need the doorway to here though, so this is a wasted spot for the hallway. So let's just do the storeroom, because we can then go over here. We have some dig spots. We don't have our experiment for the day yet. We don't have a shovel yet. So we could do West Wing Hall or conference room. Let's go ahead and do a conference room. It is a wasted doorway right over here, but I don't want a dead end. I don't want to burn a reroll. So I'm going to waste the doorway either off the West Wing Hall or the conference room. The conference room is more useful than the West Wing Hall. As far as like it will accumulate stuff here, and also will be coming down here to eat anyway, so that's fine. Doesn't have anything at the moment, doesn't look like. All right. We'll do workshop. I do like the drawing room, but I'll save the drawing room. It'll probably come up again. Okay, well, that was apparently a mistake, because now we got this door we can't get past. Yeah, okay, so now I have to come... My only doorway is over here. Alright, so we're backtracking all the way. Alright. We do want our observatory benefit for the day, so let's go ahead and do that. There doesn't appear to be any extra items here today, but we've increased our stars by 1 just by getting the observatory. So we're going to get Sail, Diamondus Major, which is good, a key, which is good, and Diamondus Minor, so that's all good. So we got 6 gems and a key and a sail out of that. We haven't had a shop yet, so the sail will be good if we get the commissary. I don't think the sail really works at the showroom. It only really works at like the commissary and the kitchen. Speaking of commissary, we could have a workshop right now, but I'm going to take the commissary. So yeah, the sale says it's the commissary, the kitchen, the locksmith, and the bookshop. Basically, not the showroom, or the gift shop. Right. Commissary, kitchen, locksmith, and bookshop. We don't really need the bookshop anymore because we've bought all those books, I believe. Okay, dig spot here. Let's see what we can buy today. We will buy the shovel. We will buy the sleeping mask. We will buy the metal detector. I'm not going to buy the salt shaker. we have a workshop all the way over here. I don't want to walk all the way back over here just to make a detector shovel. Plus, I might need to dig up trash today, so we're not going to make it. We're going to hold off on digging up anything, and we're going to hold off on making a detector shovel. Okay, so the issue is, if I did this, we would do this room and we'd be done for the day because we wouldn't have a way to get past this door. If I do this, I could turn off power to the security system, but I don't have a computer terminal, so I don't have a way to get us past the security door. So basically, without redrawing, I have to do this option and just hope, and never do this room here, right? It's basically my choice, my only choice, without spinning a reroll. We are in a precarious position right now, door-wise. Our day could end any time now. All right, well, again, I can't afford a dead end. Library gets me this direction, or I could redraw. To the library. I'm going to take a chance on the secret passage because I have 9 gems right now. And we're going to do... We want to do gold, right? And what I'm looking for is... See, if this would sell me a key card, but it's not going to sell me a key card. So we have to do this. And really, I should not have done the secret passage here. I was thinking, I'll get a showroom. But a showroom would go straight across. It wouldn't connect up to here, so that was a bad choice. And it didn't give me a choice of the showroom anyway. So that was a waste of the secret passage and the gem that we used on the secret passage, but okay. So now, still not digging up anything, but at least these doors I might be able to get past. Using a key, apparently. So now we do want a workshop. And we are still not going to build a detector shovel yet. We're going to take the pool because we don't know when it's going to give us the pool as an option again, right? If I pass on the pool, I might not see it later today. So I need the pool. And I do have a sledgehammer, so let's open these. Reroll die. Love to see it. I want to start today more gems. Okay. I want to see today's experiment is what I want to see, right? let's do the pantry. Okay, yeah, we want security. We're going to do a couple things in security. Oh, shit. That's got a secure door there. We're going to set security level high because it's already given us security door, so setting it low is immaterial. We're going to change it to unlocked for offline mode, and we're going to hope to get a utility closet now. We are going to double check that I did the right thing here. I did do the right thing. We are going to log into the network. No new staff announcements. Okay. Check for new electronic mail. There isn't any. Check for new data transfers. There's not any. We're going to remote terminal into the laboratory. Okay, so we can gain a star, which we want to do. Whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, each time you draft an upgraded floor plan. Well, we'll do this whenever we spend 2 or more gems drafting a room. Actually, I'm going to do that one when we draft an upgraded floor plan. We've got quite a few of those. And if we get an emerald bracelet, then we will stop spending gems on drafting rooms. I don't know that we're going to get an emerald bracelet, but we will probably try. But because of Blessing and Tinkerer, we also triggered Blessing whenever we do a mechanical room. Now, we've already done 1, 2, 3 mechanical rooms before we started the experiment, so those won't trigger. They haven't triggered, right? But now, going forward, any mechanical room we do, we basically know that we need to do the utility closet as soon as possible. All right, so now I have to backtrack because I can't get through this door, I can't get through this door, so I can only come this way. But I also know that there wasn't dig spots there. I also know that I can make a detector shovel because I don't need to dig up trash today. So we do need to dig up keys though. So we're going to make a detector shovel. And then hopefully we will dig up keys when we go to places like the Foundation or all those other places that had dig spots, like the commissary had a dig spot. Conservatory did. servants' quarters had a dig spot, right? So here, here, and here, and here are all dig spots. And then outside, you know, the root cellar has dig spots, right? So we're going to go ahead and dig up keys now because, yep, nice. Got some keys. Okay. Go over here. I'm going to do the utility closet because then I can get through this doorway and this doorway. Even though, you know, I would rather have done the utility closet like maybe here instead of here, but it is what it is. We're going to do the utility closet right now because we don't know if we don't want to get, if we pass up on it, then it may not, we may run out of rooms or run out of doors before it gives us the option to again, right? I did bedroom closet. I thought it was the utility closet. Oh, I fucked myself. Oops. I thought it was the utility closet. Was that the bedroom closet? I thought it was the utility closet. Did I just click on the wrong one, or was it never the utility closet? Okay. Well, I screwed up today. There's nothing more we can do today. I mean, unless I dig up a key card. Yeah, no, we're not going to dig up a key card. We never dig up a key card. So I wanted it to be a utility closet, and I clicked on it, and it's a bedroom closet. Why did it show me a utility closet, and I clicked on the wrong one? Okay, regardless, we need to call it a day. And then we'll roll right into day 107. I apologize for wasting everybody's time. Okay. I just screwed up today. I can't get past this door. I can't get past this door. There's nowhere I can get a key card from. Digging up trash or anything does not trigger our experiments, so... Okay. It's time. Yeah, we'll just call it a day. Okay, that was me really just screwing up. Okay, day 106, Mount Holly, mid-sized villa, total rooms 24, rank reached 5, steps taken 39, items found 7. I sucked. Okay. That was day 106. Thank you for being with me. We are now starting day 107 of Blueprints, if you're just joining us. So day 106, I screwed up. I had 2 security doors. I had 1 doorway left to get through. I wanted it to be a utility closet, and I somehow drafted a bedroom closet instead of a utility closet, and so I ended up with no more doorways, and we just basically couldn't do anything else. So we just rolled right into day 107. So our allowance is 126. Our objectives remain the same. I won't, you know, if you're watching this video, you probably watched the 106, or you can watch the beginning of 106, day 106, to hear what those objectives are. But basically, this is just a what we're doing right now is just a redo for day 106. It's a, oops, I screwed up on 106, so let's do a redo. So this is day 107. I have Blessing of the Tinkerer for today, which means that whenever I draft a mechanical room, it will trigger my current experiment in addition to whatever normally triggers the experiment. We're trying to use those experiments to raise our star count. So let's do the shelter, because with the shelter we can start the experiment immediately and be protected from 3 red rooms and get an extra gem. But most importantly, we can start our experiment immediately. I wish the shelter count as a mechanical room, but it does not, which is weird because it ought to. So we're going to come in here. We have no reason not to look at the radiation monitor, but we don't really do anything with that information. One time we had a lot of experiments and we looked at the radiation monitor and it goes, oh, emergency protocols, and unlocked all the doors. But, so we're at 0.08. Okay. So, but that's not something to rely on. Okay. So the protection from the first 3 red rooms is good, but what we really care about, I'm going to check. Oh, we do have a new staff announcement. Monday, February 21st, 1994. We had an informal staff meeting today in Remington, and we all agreed that providing you with more assistance will expedite our return to work. We feel we've had more than enough vacation. Of course, if you prefer to work independently, please feel free to disregard our more hopeful messages on these boards. Well, that's good. I want your help, but it's going to be a while before you catch up to things I don't already know. Okay. Let's check electronic mail. There's no new electronic mail. Check data transfers. No new data transfers. Okay, so we're going to remote terminal. We're going to start the lab experiment before we even do our first room in the house. So this way, all mechanical rooms we draft today will trigger our experiment in addition to whatever our normal experiment trigger is. We do want to gain +1 star. Let's do each time we unlock or bypass a security door. That seems to be a thing that we're doing quite a bit lately, so let's do that. And then, yep. Alrighty. So let's make this a better day than day 106, which should not be hard to do. 106, I cannot even be too upset at the game for, the last however many days since like day 98 or something, I've been very frustrated with the game. Like days 99 through whatever, I've been very frustrated with the game. 106 was completely my fault. Like, yes, it gave me 2 security doors really early on, which was a little unfair, but I should have had a way around it, and I just drafted the wrong room and cut myself off. So I will claim responsibility for that. Let's take a key. Let's do this doorway. Reading Nook gives us another key. Yep. Let's do that. So whatever I do, unfortunately, I'm not going to have a doorway up this way. So given that, let's do the utility closet. And now we've turned off power to the keycard system. So now I just need to get the security office, and then I can make it so that I can get past those doors. But I triggered my experiment just by doing a mechanical room. So now we're going to go over here. This is going to be a dead-end room regardless, and then we have to build off of these two doorways. This is a dead-end room regardless. Might as well make it a planetarium. So that I end my day there and increase my stars also. Because I'm triggering my experiments to increase my star count. Ending my day in the planetarium will increase my star count by 2. So that's like, you know, just as good as triggering the experiment twice. But I just have to remember to end my day in the planetarium. Okay, let's go over here. We'll do the workshop. We'll take the lockpick kit. I would have liked a sledgehammer. I mean, lockpick kit's better than a broken lever, don't get me wrong, but I would have preferred like a sledgehammer. Let's do the conservatory, because we should basically do that when we can. Adjust our rarities. Chamber of Mirrors, let's make this... It duplicates rooms in the house, so let's make it standard. Dormitory, I can make that unusual. That's commonplace. Let's make the dormitory, because it's a dead end. And let's just make that rare. I don't think I really need the dormitory. So let's make it rare. Because I've made this from rare to standard, so got to make room. The good thing about this is because you can draft second copies of rooms we already have in our house. That will make it easier to get multiple mechanical rooms. We won't necessarily need the pump to get the pool and the pump room and the boiler room. We can just do 7 total mechanical rooms, including some duplicates, before we do the mechanarium. So, but I don't necessarily want it to be commonplace because I don't want to clog up our draft pool. It's not the best location for it, but well, let's go ahead and hold off on the dining room and take the do I need more keys? Or do I need reroll die? Or do I need that extra doorway? We don't have any reroll die at the moment, so let's go ahead and do the boudoir. Because if we get ourselves stuck, we will want redraw dice. Go pick up the gem before we forget to do so. The problem with all of these is they don't give a doorway up here. This would give 2 keys. Now the question is, do I draft from here because I'd need a straightaway, or do I draft from here and elbow up? So I will draft from here. I'd like a workshop, but then I'd end my day. Drawing room, I can't, I have to redraw. I should have gone from here. Oops. I can't rotate, so all of these are bending down again. That ends our day. I should have went back to the entrance hall and, yep, okay. Okay, well that's just frustrating. I had 2 reroll die and I could not get one that bent up this way. I should have gone here and gone for a straightaway. We're gonna end our day in the planetarium, but it was another wasted day. I'm just wasting time, apparently. I'm wasting everyone's time. Okay, well that was a very disappointing, extremely disappointing day 107 after a disappointing day 106. Mount Holly, snug little cottage, total rooms 12, rank reached 1, steps taken 24, items found 4. Maybe the shortest day I've ever done yet. Thank you for being with me for day 107. We're going to roll into day 108. So if you're just joining us, we're starting day 108 of Blueprints. Day 106, I fucked up. Excuse my language. Day 107, I fucked up even worse. Excuse my language. So they were both very short. Nothing much got done. We increased our stars a little bit. We're getting close to getting back to the 50. We have no more blessing because we ran out the last of our blessings. Blessing days, that is. Our goals remain the same. Let's retry. Ah. We'll do the tomb because it'll give us 2 reroll die, and we need reroll die, apparently, in the way I make bad decisions. What day is this even? This is day 108. I went through the last couple of days so quickly I couldn't even keep it straight in my head. You know. Okay, let's get a key. Let's do this. Let's get some reroll die. Yep, I mean, the other option would have been the utility closet, but I'm choosing the. It'll give me. It will probably give me the utility closet as a choice again. Later. Let's do servants' spare quarters. Some extra coin. A couple keys. This is an okay spot for a dining room, so let's do that. We'll do a workshop. Pick up the magnifying glass that we might not need. Use a key. Do our observatory for the day. Increased our stars. We got steps. There's a treasure map. Which is really only useful if it's going to give us gems, and if we get a shovel today. We don't have any. We don't have a shovel yet. Let's do Floralis, a key, Diamond's Miner, the slice, pair of chests. Apples are more delicious. That's all good stuff. From here, use a key. Commissary, we do want to buy stuff, but I don't like that it puts a door down, and then I want the doorways. Another workshop next to workshop. Okay. We don't have the blessing of the tinkerer anymore, so it doesn't matter if we draft mechanical rooms before we start our lab experiment, because we don't have blessing of the tinkerer. So, but at least now with the sledgehammer, we can break open the chests in the entrance hall. Mechanarium we want, but we don't want it until later in the day. So I guess we're going to do the parlor. Because it showed us the mechanarium now, it will not show us the mechanarium later in the day, guaranteed. That's just how it is. It never shows us the mechanarium late in the day. The game knows that we need the mechanarium late in the day after we've had the opportunity to get 7 mechanical rooms. So what the game is programmed to do, guaranteed, is either don't offer the mechanarium at all, period, throughout the day, or only offer it really early in the game before anyone could have conceivably drafted 7 mechanical rooms. You know, the game designer thinks they're being clever and making the game more challenging by basically programming it to be impossible. The white box has exactly one true statement. The black box has no true statements. So either one of those could be true or false. The gems are not in the black box. The above statement is true. So if this is true, this is true. If this is false, this is false. So the white box is either completely true or completely false. That means the white box has exactly one true statement. That is false. So this could be true. Black box has no true statement, but this is at least false. The blue box has exactly one true statement. That could be true or false. The gems are in the blue box. That could be true or false. Well, if this is completely true, one of these has to be completely false. This is false. The black box has no true statements. Could be false. In which case, this has to be... okay, so the blue box would have exactly one true statement. Would be... If that's completely false, then this would be false. The gems are in the blue box could be true. So this could be completely true. This could be completely false. And this could be false true, in which case the gems are in the blue box. However, if this is not completely true, then this is completely false. In which case the gems are in the black box. In which case the gems are in the blue box is false. The blue box has exactly one true statement. If this is completely false, some box would have to be completely true. This could not be completely true, so this would have to be completely true, which it can't be. So if this was completely true, oh, excuse me, yeah. Wait a minute. If this is completely true, the gems are not in the black box. And the above statement is true. This could be true. This would have to be false. This could be completely... Well, okay. If this is completely false... and this is completely true... then this has to have at least one true statement. This would be false, so this would have to be true, so the gems would have to be in the blue box. So I think the gems have to be in the blue box regardless. Okay. I'm going to come back around here and do these doorways. We'll choose the utility closet. That. Do the corridor. It gets us closer to the foundation. We'll do the storeroom. It doesn't connect us to the foundation, but none of these would, and I don't want to spend a redraw. So we got these doorways here, we got this doorway here. If we can connect the foundation, we'll have this doorway here. So I'm going to go ahead and do the storeroom. It has an extra chest in it and an extra dig spot today. Don't know why, but okay. I don't have a shovel, so I can't dig up the dig spot at the moment, but it has it. Don't want a dead end, don't want a dead end, so let's do this, even though that's a less than convenient place for the conference room. We'll do the conservatory because basically we always should. It's a Florealis day. I don't need a broken lever. The showroom doesn't need to be rare. Let's make the showroom commonplace, because we have enough money that if we can buy an emerald bracelet, a master key or something pretty regularly, then that's cool. And it does cost 2 gems. I'm going to make that commonplace. The courtyard, I'm going to make commonplace. Patio standard is fine. We'll do courtyard today because we have Florealis. And we can not giving us, we don't have shovels for dig spots yet, but that's fine at the moment. Getting a bunch of gems. Yeah, we'll do the mirror chamber. We'll do the commissary. Well, do we want the commissary? What could we buy at the commissary? We have a sledgehammer already. We could potentially get a shovel. It might sell us gems, but we don't really need that. It might sell us keys very expensively. Might sell us a sleeping mask. Gives us a doorway over here, but do we want a doorway up here? Well, I guess we'll just go ahead and do the commissary. We'll buy this. We'll buy this. We'll buy this. My workshops are over here. For like making a detector shovel, but we're gonna do security. I do want a showroom at some point in time, but right now let's do security. We've already done a utility closet. So yeah, we've got a couple things we need to do at security. There's 3 gems somewhere that I've missed. Okay. I'm going to set the security level high. We're going to set the offline mode to unlocked. Okay. Log in. Okay. No new emails. No new data transfers. We're going to go to the laboratory. We want to start our lab experiment for the day. So we could either do, well, anyway, it's not going to increase our stars. Let's gain 1 key, 1 gem, or 1 die randomly. And let's say each time we find some trash while digging. Yeah. So it's not going to help us increase our stars today, so that's fine. But now we need to go over here to the mirror chamber. We've got that, and then we can come over here and do that one, which lets us come over here. But now we can get over here, and we're now connected, like, from here to, like, the conference room. But let's go back to the courtyard. because we want to do some digging. There's not a dig spot in the commissary today, right? I don't think there was. I didn't pay attention, but we don't have the root cellar, so there shouldn't be a dig spot in the commissary. Where are there 3 gems that we missed picking up? We'll go conservatory because we can dig this up. I don't see extra gems. Okay, that's the... We have the tomb, so dead end rooms are going to put coins in there. Where are those 3 gems that we didn't pick up? I don't know. Weird. But we want to come up over here this way anyway, so we'll just look along our way. Storeroom has a dig spot. I don't think it's worth the steps necessarily. Our dining room's over here. We'll go spend the steps digging up the storeroom. It's probably not worth the steps, but we'll do it anyway. Oh, gave us steps back. Okay. I think it's the same amount of steps that we used for the detour. So, but at least we don't have to, doesn't nag us. We won't have to worry about what it is. There's not a dig spot there today, right? No, okay. We have the sleeping mask, so now we get extra steps for going through bedrooms. There's not extra gems sitting around here, are there? No? So where are the 3 gems that we missed? Sleeping mask again. Extra gems sitting around here? No? Let's go to the parlor, because we need to get here. So we might as well just get, so we need to go this way. We could go this way, but we might as well just go this way. I'm not going to bother making a detector shovel, because if we dig up trash... Well, actually, I think I will make a detector shovel. Oh, we could get reroll die from digging up trash, so let's not. Because we don't dig up reroll dies normally. So there's not extra gems here. So where are the 3 gems that we missed? There's 3 gems sitting somewhere. I doubt they're in the observatory. I looked around. It's odd that I would have missed 3 gems. Oh well, moving on. We might poke our head in the observatory just... No, they're not here. I don't know where... Okay, so let's go over here. we do want the boiler room. We have yet to dig up trash. According to this. Let's do the passageway. Storm will give us another key. Gallery is the best option of all of these options, but do I want to redraw? How many mechanical rooms do I have so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5. I need 2 more and then the mechanarium. So yeah, let's go ahead and do the gallery. If we could get a study in a convenient spot, that would let us use some gems for rerolls. I don't want a dead end here. I want to get a doorway over this direction. So we're going to redraw here. Oh, let's try to get a showroom. We could do that, or we could do green for like a cloister right here. Which is more important, a showroom or a cloister? Well, let's do cloister. Showroom will probably, I made showroom commonplace, so it will probably show up on its own. Yeah, we want the cloister more than we want the courtyard at the moment, because we want the doorways. We do the gift shop just because it gives us doorways here and here. Um, we want the pool. All right. We'll do the showroom. We'll do either the rook or the knight. Let's do the knight. Okay. I will do the master key. I was really wanting a I was really wanting a emerald bracelet. Is what I was really wanting. Use the master key. Observatory would give us more gems. Another key. What was all the benefits? I forget. We could take a planetarium, end our day there. Don't really need to spend coins. We'll do observatory because that increases our star again. And then we get new benefits. We don't want Draxus the Dead. And I'm not going to do Southern Cross because I don't want rooms with 4 doors. I want mechanical rooms. Which Mechanarium might be a room with 4 doors, but so is a bunch of red rooms, right? We'll do the study because then we can spend gems for redraws. Up to 8 times. Right? That's what it said. Draw 4. You may spend gems to redraw floor plans up to 8 times. Okay. And we have a lot of gems, so that basically is getting like 8 redraws. I could do the room 8 key. That would increase our allowance. I don't really need to increase our allowance. I need mechanical rooms, so let's not do key 8 at the moment. That gives us another doorway here. I'm running out of spots though, so I need to get serious about getting mechanical rooms. I have some redraws, so. Oh, then there's supposed to be a blue note here. Have I already gotten the blue note from the den? Oh, yes, I have. I have. It says that the sin of this room has to do with how you spend your time, blah, blah, blah. I forget where the blue note is, but it's pointless. Yeah, I've already got it, is the point. Okay. I'm just going to do a master key. Let's do we could rotate. And then that gives us a doorway over here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 2 more mechanical rooms and then a mechanarium. We need to save our rerolls for the big push. We're running out of steps. We could eat dinner, but it's... The dining room is over here. This gives us a free redraw, so let's use it. It's not a mechanical room. Um, okay. I'm choosing the treasure trove so I don't use a redraw, and it gives me a doorway down. Plus, I have a master key, so I can use a regular key. Well, I can use a regular key here. And see what this note is. Green memos in white boxes are always lies. Okay. Okay, so we have that note. Are always lies. Okie dokie. Let's not do that, because let's do it from here where we get a free redraw. Gotta watch my steps though. Free redraw. I need a mechanical room. Yeah, that gives us another reroll die, which is what I was hoping for. We're running out of space. More reroll die. Okay, so we're running out of space, so we need to start rolling for the rooms that we need. We can't really dick around anymore. So let's redraw. The laboratory is a mechanical room. Okay. We're going to redraw for another mechanical room. I want a mechanical room. A mechanical room. Give us a reroll die back again. I need this to be a mechanical room. Redraw. 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 Give me a fucking mechanical room. Fuck you. Give me a mechanical room. A mechanical room. You're a bastard. Give me a mechanical room. Give me a mechanical room. Give me a mechanical room. Refuses. Absolutely refuses to give me another mechanical room. I don't want a battery pack. I have a moon pendant, so I don't want to pick up things that I don't want for the next day. So now let's go over to the boiler room. And what we're going to do is we're going to send power to this doorway and try to get a mechanical room that way. I have two spots. This needs to be a mechanical room, and this needs to be the mechan area. We've gotten ourselves into the same situation we've been in before. Give me a fucking mechanical room. A fucking mechanical room. God damn it. Excuse my language, but a mechanical room. Okay, so now I need to come over here, or no, I need to go over here and make this a mechanarium. But I've used all my rerolls, essentially. And I'm running out of steps. Do I have a planetarium where I want to end my day? I don't think so. No, so... We're going to come up here and we're going to fail to get a mechanarium. That's what's going to happen. We want a mechanarium. Not the armory. Today, we want the mechanarium. And it would not give us the mechanarium. This is fucking impossible. It is impossible to get the mechanarium with 8 doorways. I think was this one of the days where it gave us the mechanarium as a choice early on and I had to pass on it? Or was that 106 or 107? Whatever days, 106 or 107. I did the mirror. I did the Chamber of Mirrors, which is supposed to allow us to do duplicate rooms, but it never gave us the option of a duplicate mechanical room. It said you can have 2 storerooms. It said you can have 2 dens. You can have 2 this. You can have 2 that. You just can't have. You can't have a second security. You can't have a second utility closet. You can't have more workshops. You can't have a second boiler room. All right, 10 minus 4 is 6, times 3 is 18. Well, it doesn't matter because these subtract out, so it's just 20 times 5 is 100, divided by 20 is just 5. And there's a key card that I do not need. Well, I don't need anything left today. There's no particular room I need to end my day in, right? There's nothing more I need to buy anywhere. Probably should not have picked up the treasure map or the car keys, because I do not want to start the next day with treasure map, car keys, or even the secret garden key. I don't know what the moon pendant's going to give me for day 109. All right, we're going to call it a day. Another really frustrating, piss me off day. This was day 108, Mount Holly Garden Shopping Center. 5 green rooms, 4 shop rooms, total rooms 45, rank reached 9, steps taken 100, items found 12. Alrighty, so this is a single video with 3 days in it. I think we're going to call this. It's not even that long a video because the first 2 days were super short. But we're gonna stop for now. So that was day 108. Thank you for being with me for days 106, 107, and 108. In this video, we'll see you for day 109.